What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 1974 classic, the Texas Chain Saw Massacre. I got the Blu-ray right here, but I was a stupid dum-dum. I forgot I bought this. I bought this at Walmart a while back. I was excited to watch it. It says all new 4K digital restoration. You know, I don't have a 4K TV, but it would have been looking crispy. I wouldn't have had to watch ads. But I totally forgot I had the Blu-ray, so I watched this on Tubi. Shouts out Tubi, but man, this time I watched this movie like there was an overabundance of ads. I'm like, I don't recall there being that many ads. Like, I watched Tubi on the reg, like maybe they're up in the ads. I feel like during different times, like the ads fluctuate. Like it was like they were hitting me with like it would be like 6 ads every 10 minutes or whatever. But I still love Tubi. I want them to sponsor me one day, so I'm not hating on them. But yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You got to remember the. It's very important. But yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a classic. I only checked it out for the first time, maybe in like 2018, 2019. I was like, that's when I was obsessed with horror. Like, I always loved horror, but when I was like 20, 21, like I became obsessed. Like I had to watch like every big franchise, every movie. Like I was going nuts. I was buying Blu-rays, DVDs, like just running through franchises. I love doing that, just like watching, movies and like franchises in sequence. I don't know, something about that I love. But yeah, I saw this for the first time around that time, and the first time that I watched it, it was actually Christmas. Like I was a psycho back in the day. Like now I kind of try to watch stuff at the appropriate time. I'll save Halloween for October. I'll watch Friday the 13th, Sleepaway Camp. I'll try to watch them in the summer. I try to watch stuff at the appropriate time, kind of save it, so it's so it means something. So it's kind of something to look forward to. But back in the day, I would just watch stuff whenever. I would watch Halloween in the winter. I would watch Halloween in the summer. Like I would just watch movies like whenever, like a freak. So yeah, the first time I ever watched this, it was on Christmas. Like I was just, like I said, at that time I was like super obsessed with horror, and I got home from seeing family on Christmas, and it was nighttime. I'm like, shoot, let me rent the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and yeah, it was kind of like a weird little situation. Like the first time I watched it was on Christmas, but I don't even know. Shoot, I don't even know how many times I've seen this. Not too many times, but it was really cool to revisit. Like I really enjoyed it this time. Like I've always this has been like a movie that I always like. I mean, I do really like the remake too. Like the remake is where it's at. But yeah, I think this is a classic. So there you go. But in terms of like actually, before I get into plot summary, I'm just gonna say like, man, I really did enjoy this like this time, because it's just like I don't know, like I really thought it was scary. Like even though it was, it's like a hella old movie, I'm like, god damn, like it's scary, it's gritty, the cinematography on point, lighting on point. Like even the kills, like you don't get to see everything, but the kills are great. It was just like scary. The performances were great. So like I was just like, I was really into it this time. So yeah, a little plot summary. You got it's a simple plot. You got a group of friends. They go to Texas, and they're terrorized by a bunch of psycho cannibals. So there you go. But the first main thing that I want to get into is like I said, I thought this movie was really scary this time. Like it's not like I was like freaking out, but I was like, damn. Like and I was especially thinking like watching it at the time. Like if you sat me down in the theater, like if it was like 1974 and I saw this, like I would be freaking. Like this junk was brutal, like it was scary. Like just people always talk about like the documentary style, like it feels so real. And honestly, it was. I think it was pretty brutal. Like people talk about that. It's kind of like in the same vein of Halloween, where it's like there's not really a ton of blood, but it feels bloody or it feels gory. Like I felt that this time. Like this one did have, I feel like a little bit more blood than Halloween, but there was no gore. You know, it was like you would see some blood splatter, but you wouldn't really see someone's like insides come out. You know, but I that is kind of what made it really scary. Like when that girl, when Leatherface throws the girl on the hook, like you don't see the hook go through her body, but you're just imagining it, and it's like that. I don't know. That almost makes it more scary. The fact that you're just like, I was thinking like, did it go through her? Like, did it go in her spine? Like, what the heck happened? You know? So yeah, the fact that you don't really see everything kind of makes it a little bit scarier because you're just it gets the imagination going. Like you know what? Like it gets you thinking. And it's like maybe what you think of in your own head is scarier than you know what the practical effects could have been in like 1974. Like it probably, not trying to hate, but like it probably would have looked like shit if they tried to like show everything, and they couldn't even get away with that at that time. They would have, it would have been X-rated. It would have been, you know, not, they wouldn't have been able to show it. But another thing that I like too is how all the kills are like slaughterhouse centric, you know, because yeah, the one, like even the hitchhikers talking about that. They're in the car talking about like the new way that slaughterhouses are killing the cattle with some thing that like pokes a hole in their head or whatever. And he's like, no, no, man, you gotta hit the hammer, hitting them on the hammer. That's clean. That's the old school way. That's a good way to do it. So it's like, you know, first kill, Leatherface hits the guy with the hammer and he's just twitching. That was scary. And then, you know, throwing the girl on the meat hook. Once again, it's like slaughterhouse vibes. So yeah, I really like how like that played into the kills, that element. And yeah, in terms of my favorite kill, uh, I gotta go with Franklin getting sawed. Like it's the Texas Chain Saw Massacre. I'm here for some chainsaw carnage. Like that was great. It was nighttime. It was creepy. You just see Leatherface pop out of nowhere. Like the Franklin kill was my fave. And honestly, it was kind of nice seeing Franklin get killed because like he was like a little bitch. Like he was so whiny. Like every time I watch this movie, I just fucking hate that motherfucker. Like I don't know why. Like he's just like he's just like a whiny little punk buster. Like Franklin's irritating. So it was, you know, it was good to see him get that like grandiose death. Like it saw it up. But yeah, moving on to my next little point. So something that I noticed this time, you know, because I think maybe the first time I watched it, or I don't even know how many times I watched it, but other times I've watched it, I might have not seen like all the sequels, but like after seeing part two, like I was looking back at this and like, so the Hitchhiker and Chop Top are twins, and I'm telling you what, Bill Moseley like got the cadence down of the Hitchhiker. Like they like the speech pattern of Chop Top and the Hitchhiker. It's like the same speech pattern. They sound like the same person. So the fact that they're twins, and they're like they're probably like telling Bill Moseley like, yeah, this is supposed to be your twin. He watched the movie and like he got the speech pattern down. Like if they're, I think they're supposed to be identical twins. Like they probably would talk similar, you know. So I just noticed that this time, like the Hitchhiker, just the way he spoke was like so similar to Chop Top, and I really liked that. I mean, at the time they didn't know because that was like the first one, but like I like how they did that in the second one and really like connected it. And that another random thing that I want to talk about is like the chase scenes were crazy. Like you had that kind of around the time Franklin got killed. You had Leatherface chasing Marilyn Burns' character through the woods. That was scary. The end chase scene. Oh, that's just. Oh my goodness, perfection. Like you can't top that end chase scene. That's beautiful. That junk was scary. But yeah, like I was like really scared during those chase scenes because here's the thing, like whenever I've gone to haunted houses throughout my life, whenever a motherfucker chases you, it's always at the end too. It's like you're in like one of those like corn maze haunted houses. You're in one of those, any kind of haunted house. They always got to have the fool at the chains with the chainsaw at the end chasing you. And I know it's fake. I'm like a grown ass man. Like I'll go to a haunted house to this day. And if you have a fool chasing me with a chainsaw, I'm peeing my pants. Like I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start screaming. Like I'm gonna crawl up in the fetal position and just like I'm gonna have a panic attack. Like whenever I go to haunted houses and motherfuckers come out with the chainsaw, I'm freaked out. So I was just thinking about that, like while all these chase scenes were occurring, like there's just something scary about like hearing that noise, and it's just I don't like. It was scary too because like Marilyn Burns was limping at the end. I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna, like how is she gonna get away? Even though I've seen it, like it was still had that tension. Yeah, so chainsaw chases, they're super creepy. They mess with my mind. They I don't know. They're too much. They're too much. I need to take a moment. I need to take a pause. But yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is just the look. It had that. It was a perfect mix of like that grimy, crusty, like really gritty look. But then there was also like so many like really just beautiful scenes, like the scene where you see the aftermath of the grave robbing, and you see like the corpse on the grave. It has that like beautiful orange hue. The end when you see Leatherface doing his chainsaw dance, you that beautiful sunset. You got like I like when in the dinner scene when Marilyn Burns is just she's flipping out, and you see close-ups of her eye, and like you just like see like her, like I don't know, like you just see like her eyes just like totally bugging out. And then of course you got the quintessential booty shot, where homegirl, you got that like low angle shot, that like nice long shot of that girl walking into the house, and you see her booty cheeks. That's classic. I appreciate that shot. I appreciate booty cheeks, so I really like that. But yeah, like the cinematography, the lighting, like even all the set dressings. You have all the bones everywhere, all the is like there's like human remains. It's just like that house is so creepy. You got Leatherface's like giant metal door. Just the atmosphere, the cinematography, the lighting, it's on point. So yeah, that was the last main point that I wanted to bring up. So yeah, I really had a good time with watching this this time. I think it's a straight up classic. If you're a horror fan, if you're a movie fan, I think this is a must watch. You gotta at least watch this movie one time. Just like you just gotta just watch it just to appreciate it. Like how the fuck did they do this at the time? They didn't have crazy resources. Like they just got it done. So yeah, I think this is a must watch. Great film. And yeah, that's been my review. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.